We're on.
We're live?
We're live.
Holy shit, we're live, guys.
Live.
Indeed.
Alright, everyone, shut the fuck up.
Oh, God.
Okay.
We're the Defenders... Oh, shit. I should... Christ.
You're bringing back from the start now.
Yeah, take us back to stream start. We'll come back up. Alright, we're the Defenders of Kobold, and I'm not allowed to cuss within the first 30 seconds of
Well,
a
if
YouTube
you
video.
ham and haw around long enough, you'll get there.
We'll have to him and haul around. Anyway, we're the Defenders of Kobold, and you showed up, and despite the mistakes you think you've made, we guarantee you're right. Tonight, we're here to play some 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons. We're not in our regular campaign. We're in a one-off campaign thing, short story.
One or two or three off.
One or two-er. So,
We'll see what happens.
yeah, thanks for showing up. We're happy you're here, even if your mother isn't. So, let's start off with, we got a new game, new characters. Let's go around the table and...
Mistakes to be made.
Yeah, new mistakes to be made. Let's go around the table. We're going to start with Jake.
Hi, I'm Jake. I'm going to be playing Trinicus, a dragonborn warlord. If I had to choose an actor to play Trinicus, it would of course be Sean Connery from the film Dragonheart. He's a knight of the old code.
Oh my god, you win the fucking game.
I don't know. The rest of us don't
It's too
even
bad there aren't
bother
any
now.
inspiration points in 4th edition. I think I'd have gotten some.
Yeah, there's not.
Yeah. Well, and really, there's not really although there are action points. So,
Well, there are action points.
so everybody
Also-
sort of gets a fighter's chance at having 2 turns, basically, which is a nice little tidbit I learned about 4th edition.
Nice.
The Hot Mess Express.
I'm Daniel. I'm playing Cassim, a human warlock, and I picked Tom Hiddleston for my character, my actor. I was thinking like Loki, kind of a little greasy-looking human sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he also, makes deals with not so nice people.
There you go.
And I thought the surges and things were pretty interesting, especially like the healing surges. And don't run out of them.
Don't run out of healing surges. We can,
Don't get KO'd and don't run out of healing surges.
there you go.
Oh, no.
Saving's a bitch, apparently.
Stop that.
There's our curse word for the day.
Oh, well, we're out of the first 30 seconds, so it doesn't fucking matter
the
now.
first one, I think.
I don't fucking know. Who the fuck cares?
Pop that cherry.
Yeah.
I just got
Frig.
Right,
Oh,
good.
man.
Whoa, dude. Hey,
You.
come,
Hold on.
come on.
All right. Tyler.
I'm
What's up,
Tyler. And I am playing Cordell. He doesn't have a last name because fuck that shit.
Oh.
And he is a ranger. And I had a hard time coming with an actor to play my character. Sammy said it should have been Kevin Hart, but I think she's full of shit.
Oh, that's...
So instead it's going to be Bob Ross.
Wow.
Okay.
They put a happy little arrow over
I would
there.
love-
Put a happy little arrow right through your heart.
Okay. Did you learn anything fun while making a 4th edition character about 4th
4th edition has a lot of crap. A lot of crap.
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
I hope I did it all right.
We'll find
That's
out.
what I learned, is I hope I did it all right.
We'll find out. Chris?
So my character is a deep purple tiefling rogue that wears black leather out to his wrists, ankles, and neck. Doesn't like to wear anything on his hands or feet because he likes the dexterity in that way since he was a kid, so he has really tough feet. But, he is played by Christoph Waltz.
Ooh.
An excellent choice.
Yeah, solid.
And,
He was the guy from...
The Nazi from Inglourious Basterds.
yeah, or...
And the dentist from,
from-
Django Unchained.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And the thing that caught my eye first about D&D 4th edition is that there are 4 different kinds of defense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely. It definitely is different. And we'll after we get through these introductions, I want to go through some things like
Oh
that.
yeah, and his name is Eodos Brises.
Bless you.
It's worse than my name. I'm sorry.
Tanko.
And
There will be more confusing things to come.
yes, I'm playing Jabronkle Bishop, the Eladrin. I don't know how to say that word.
But you got through Jabrunkle just fine.
Well, I made up Jabronkle. He's a wizard, like high elf equivalent wizard. If I had to pick an actor, since he has 8 charisma, I'd say Tobey Maguire.
Jesus Christ.
It's a low blow.
We got Christoph Waltz and Tobey Maguire, who belongs down here.
And, yeah.
That's beautiful.
My bit from 4th edition that kind of stood out to me is how crazy actions are versus 5th edition. I like how 5th edition simplified everything into standard action, bonus action, reaction.
Yeah.
But 4th edition's back in the days where everything was its own type of action, and you had to keep track of all those numbers.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. So I am your master of ceremonies, your dungeon master, your pegging champion, and man not to be messed with. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Pegging champion?
Okay.
You're not supposed to
That's
repeat
how
that.
tonight's going.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun night.
It's going to be a saucy night
For one person,
Yeah.
for one lucky person.
Unless he's not the docking champion.
Maybe. First one and then the other. Let's see. I'm Chuck. I'm the DM. I ran 4th edition for an old group. Jake was in that group. Like, we're pulling up close to, a decade now.
Yeah.
4th edition, back when we first played it, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing, so it was kind of a terrible experience, but we were hanging out with friends, so it was all right. And then as soon as the D&D next playtest came around, we jumped ship and kind of piddled around in that, and then in Pathfinder. So coming back to 4th edition as an experienced DM, not Pathfinder, 4th edition as an experienced DM is going to be interesting. I'm going to see what the game is actually like now versus, the fucking mess that we dealt with last time. Definitely some of the interesting things that I found about 4th edition that I think are worth mentioning is, first off, like Chris said, there's 4 defenses. You cast a fireball at a group of people. They don't make a reflex save. They already have a static reflex score, and you roll against each one of those to see if you hit each individual. So that's definitely different. It's more dice rolling for... Well, I guess it's not more dice rolling. The dice rolling is more focused on the attacker and less focused on the defender. Which I think is okay. More of the modifiers for attacks and shit are on the attacker, on the aggressor. So if you have something where you're easier to hit, they get a bonus. If you have something where you're harder to hit, they have a penalty. So it's kind of neat that it's all on the attacker.
I had a question about that. I have 2 different abilities that give me +2 to opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
Do they stack?
Are they the same feat?
No. One is my halfling feat and one is my ranger feat.
I would vouch they stack unless one very specifically says they don't stack.
I don't think either one.
There's a copy of the rule book on that table.
Well, you might have to dig that up for me, Chris. So I can look that up while you continue your monologue.
That was hard to do.
So yeah, that's weird. Another thing, if you have something that does an ongoing effect, hey, delinquents! Holy crap, that's
wow.
Oh, damn.
an amazing
Whoa.
chunk of bits there, and that's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
You're the hero that we needed.
You're number 1 for now.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Don't
so-
worry, Too Old. We'll get there. Too Old's the adult in the room still, so reminding us of corporate duties.
Mm.
So, what was I getting at? So if you have something that's an ongoing effect, like if I am a monster and I put something on Jake that's an ongoing condition, like he's dying or prone, well, not dying, shit, I just looked at the first condition it was dying with, restrained.
It's a hell of a condition.
Delinquents also, thank you for the follow, that's super cool as well.
Yes.
When it's Jake's turn to shake that off at the end of his turn, he rolls a d20 with nothing on it. And if he rolls 10 or above, he's clear. Or no, if he rolls 11 or above, he's clear. 1 to 10, it continues. And that's it. Like, everything goes by that rule. So, the thing is kind of with the rule, hey, no problem on the derail. We're going to do it to ourselves eventually.
Probably gonna be like 5 minutes from now, if
Yeah.
not sooner.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, the kind of the point I got from 4th edition, the initial effect is severe, and the ability for others to kind of gain opportunity off that effect are there, but then it's easier to shake off. Another thing that you guys are going to have to watch out for, and Dan touched on this, on not running out of healing surges and not going down. You have healing surges. You can use a second wind. Everyone has a second wind action. It's an encounter ability. Second wind eats up your entire standard action and lets you use a healing surge, which is your hit die plus your constitution modifier, I believe. Great. Everyone can heal themselves a little. Short rest, you can use as many healing surges as you want. Everything's fine and dandy until you drop, until you go into the the dying phase. When you're making death saving throws, it's a d20 with nothing added to it, just like normal. Rolling a 1 to 10 means you move a step closer to death. Rolling an 11 to 19 means that nothing happens. Rolling a 20, and this is the only way you can move yourself out of dying. You roll a 20 and you spend a healing surge. You go up to 0 HP and then you gain hit points above that. Then you're prone. The catch is if you don't have a healing surge, nothing happens.
Oops.
So if you are out of healing surges and you are dying on the ground making death saves, there is no way for you to get out of it yourself if you don't have a healing surge.
Are healing surges daily resets or are they?
They're daily resets.
Okay.
So yeah,
Gotta
you
have
can
that.
you
It
can.
doesn't call it a long rest, but it's a long rest.
It's a long rest. There is a long rest in the game. There's short rest and there's a long rest.
They call them something slightly different, but
Yeah.
means
So
We know what they are.
yeah.
We know what to tell.
So that's what. That's kind of what I found with 4th edition.
You found a lot more than we did.
Yeah, well, I read through.
He actually read the books.
Yeah, I've been reading
Well,
the
I didn't read
books
it. I just mentioned one thing.
for a couple months now. I've been reading the books on and off. So I've read through pretty much all of the player's handbook except for the class-specific stuff, the spells and the feats. I didn't read through any of that, but I read through all of the combat. I read through all the making the character stuff. I read through the actual important bits in the Dungeon Master's Guide. There's some shit in there that's like, hey, you need to know this for running the game, and other shit's like, hey, here's how you put flavor in your game. I didn't read that shit. And then also I read the...
put flavor in my game.
Yeah, I read some of the monster manual stuff, but monster manual's simple enough. You find your fucking monster, and you go. One nice thing about 4th edition that I really do like is how easy it is to scale combat encounters. You have, and of course it's kind of weird, is your parties like 4, 5, and 6? What difficult, or 4, 5, and 6? What level are you? here's your fucking XP allotment. Go get monsters to fill in that number.
How many big goblin boys and little goblin boys
Yeah.
does it take?
If you want it to be easier, go down a couple levels. You want it to be harder, go up a couple levels. And it's fucking easy as shit. So it's until I decide that I, want to ignore that and just put whatever the fuck I want wherever the fuck I want to put it. At least you guys will know the encounter should be relatively well balanced. The action economy isn't as important. No one natively gets multiple attacks, but you do get at will and encounters and dailies as you level up that give you more attacks. So you would have an encounter or a standard action at will power that would let you attack multiple times. Or for like rangers, you have to take specific things that say you have to have a weapon in each hand and
Yeah. 2-weapon fighting.
I have one that says choose 1 or 2 targets, make 2 attacks.
yeah,
So
exactly. All right, that's enough fucking around.
I have rolled mini dice to try and find the duds ahead of time.
Okay.
Now that
Found the dud.
Now that I've done that,
You
they're
found
gonna roll like
the
just
duds.
hot garbage.
Why don't you stop rolling dice and why don't you kick the roll 20 onto the stream?
neither one of them specify either way. So
Should be coming up here.
What are we
Does
talking
Jake
about?
have something to say?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Hang on a second, Jake. Then they stack.
awesome.
Jake?
Well,
Neat.
fine then.
Well, I have a message from our sponsor. So, 2 sponsors, actually.
Ooh.
In fact, we get to play a fun little game called Guess the Real Sponsor.
Oh,
Ooh.
no. I'm bad again.
Are you tired of people showing up and never leaving your home? Try Chemicor's Outsets. Make your home smell like the worst version of itself.
Wait, it does that already on its own.
Was it 4 cats?
Yeah. I was just gonna say, just buy a cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Dan.
It's fun.
Get fucked,
Having
Chemicor.
cats.
Just buy a cat. Problem solved.
Or own a really, really old carpet
Don't
and
clean out.
spill
Don't
a
clean
drink on
It
it?
was never 4, but although the dog almost kept
Or
the cat.
you could go to LibrisArcana.com, buy some leather covers for your nifty 4th edition or 5th edition rule books, or even 3.5 edition rule books.
Might even fit the AD&D rule book.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got that over there.
yeah, they'll look real nice and spiffy, all like actual spell books and whatnot.
Keep it from getting
Or get yourself a new set of dice, or you could go for a dice subscription service so that you can maximize your luck with a super lucky set of your own Frankensteinian design. In fact, if you do go for the subscription service, you can enter coupon or promo code Kobold in the checkout screen. Save yourself 20% off your first set through the subscription. So,
Yeah.
Or you could buy some cats.
Yeah, I got some. You can have them.
I am super fucking allergic to cats, so I would strongly suggest you head over to Libris Arcana.
Or if you just
Or-
don't like
Or for our DM's sake, you can take my cats.
Yeah, just take Dan's
take
cats.
the damn cats, please.
He will mail them to you in a manila
Have a
envelope.
cat subscription service.
It's only 2 months.
Yeah,
You'll just get a cat in the mail.
For 2 months only.
yeah.
Unless you buy 2 subscriptions, and then you get
Better
them all.
get it overnighted.
But if
Right.
you use our
Oh,
discount
man.
code and you get the dice, then we'll
7
love
to
you,
10
and
business
Libris
days.
Arcana will love you, and everybody needs more love.
There you go.
Except for Hitler.
And probably my cats.
He could use a little less.
Mm-hmm.
They get
Maybe
plenty
he
of love
needed
already.
more.
That's the
Maybe.
problem.
You know,
It
you know what?
wasn't
Yeah,
the right
actually,
amount.
If he had more love, then we'd be smooth sailing.
You know, I have recently taken on a lot of knowledge about Hitler and his
Horrible dad.
weird dad. And I don't know if cats would fix the problem. I really don't. I think he had some other shit going on.
Just give Hitler some cats.
He needed
He's a little more
dice.
If you could go back in time and give baby Hitler some cats, would you do it?
Maybe they will smother him in his sleep and we'll all be better.
Ooh, yeah. That's it. Just
That's
Maybe he was allergic.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I don't think I like that, Joe. I'm allergic
It's
to
a nice
cats.
mustache you have there, Jack.
Man, I can't. I'm not even going to follow up with that. Not while we have video evidence.
In other Hitler-related news, his birthday was last Friday.
Oh, yeah.
I sure did.
Good thing people were too high to remember it.
Because it was also my birthday.
Oh.
And my grandma's birthday.
Oh.
Holy shit! Are you guys Are you and your grandma reincarnated Hitlers?
Yes, we're both reincarnated.
Everybody's got a little bit of Hitler inside born on that.
God,
Oh.
Both.
Both of us.
this is why we.
Wait.
This is why we're banned.
This is the part where we derail.
Yeah, this is the derail that was coming.
Like I said,
It's
probably
getting
about 5
kind of
minutes.
hot in here.
He didn't die on the 20th, though.
He died on like the 21st.
Well,
Let's maybe get to some
I
D&D.
don't know.
Let's get to some D&D, guys.
let's go kill Hitler in D&D.
What 2 viewers we had are already gone.
Sorry, too old. And that other guy whose name I don't remember.
Delinquents.
Delinquents.
Yeah. All right.
We might be in the right spot. The leader of this town's name is Mazowski.
Oh no.
I love the name of the village, too. Good
All right.
stuff.
You guys.
Plosh's
Christoph
point.
Waltz, go.
Well, it's Platius Point.
Oh.
It's the.
The plottiest point.
Yeah. All right. You guys know each other somehow. You're a traveling group of adventurers. Platius Point, a small agrarian village located within the eastern province of the country Goblin. The crops have been good the past few years, and the lord of the region has been given permission to expand their cropland into the currently untamed wilderness. Your party finds themselves with an invitation to meet a man named Frank, who is working on behalf of the local lord. You know not the nature of the meeting, only that there is a promise of substantial compensation for a job yet to be disclosed. On a warm summer evening, you sit around a table within the Laughing Magician's Mug, a small tavern, and the given rendezvous on your invitation.
Thank you.
Rendezvous. A small crowd of locals are engaged in raucous arguments on the other side of the tavern. You hope that Frank is not much longer, as you worry the locals' arguments could escalate if left unchecked. And it would be nice to be gone before that happens.
Yes. Maybe. Unless we want to kill them all. I mean.
Maybe.
Hey, the last time I was in a bar, it blew up, so...
That is... Oh, I can't do that.
In-game.
Yeah,
Yes,
In-game.
that's
Very
important.
clearly in-game.
In game.
The last time a character that I controlled was in a bar, things ended badly.
Okay, yes.
Sorry, now that that's clear.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
We
that's
do not
cool.
condone terrorism.
Whoa.
Which one is whose?
Osman. We're over here.
Don't have that much patience.
For blowing
For
up the
my
bar, or
Oh, I just stole this. There are maps on this that I handcrafted.
Wow.
levelingly.
Oh my
And
god.
we'll get there. And they look amazing. This I stole.
Okay.
It looks pretty amazing.
I don't know.
I Googled tavern
I don't know which
D&D.
icon is which icon either.
map.
So I take it we're on the right?
Yeah, I
yeah.
assume that we're the ones that don't look generic.
You guys find yourself.
That's gonna be hard.
Where am I?
Who is this?
I don't know which one is me.
Singing a song.
Are you putting names on them?
No, I'm not. I'm fucking lazy. This one here is you, Dan. It's the emo looking one.
perfect. That's correct.
Which
Oh, did you guys see that? I'm going to zoom in some more.
is this my phone?
Sorry.
If you tell me which ones are which, I can stick names on them real quick, I think.
Which one looks emo?
I mean, there's one that's all.
The one
we're all
furthest to the
black.
back, obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's the emo one. I think.
Okay, yeah, the one furthest to the back is emo. The one up to the top is the halfling. The one at the bottom is the elf.
Oh, I see it.
Dragonborn and a tiefling.
No, I wasn't paying enough attention to hear that.
Me either. It's fine.
One more time.
Tiefling,
Stephen.
halfling,
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
emo,
Yep.
elf, dragon dude.
Okay. I will try and stick names on them real quick.
Well, but they don't show. Whether or not the names show up is completely up to the person in charge of the game.
Yeah, and I'm not doing that. So, you guys find yourself sitting in this tavern, the Magician's Mug. As I stated before, you can hear the locals arguing on the far side of the tavern. Specifically, there's two groups, young men. And you can tell you've been here for a while waiting for Frank to show up. And they came in shortly after you, and then another group came in shortly after you. And it looks like each of the two groups may be related. So there may be like two different families. And, it started, they giving each other, dirty looks. And it escalated to,
It's got turned into a hoedown.
snickering and laughing. And then eventually it turned into open insults.
Well, that's just mean.
Way worse than clothes on this.
So, you see specifically this group up here,
Now I can tell
And
who I am.
that group down there.
Oops.
Those of you on the stream, you're just going to have to squint at the tiny map.
Don't worry, I done dinked it up already. 1 second.
Squint.
I actually full screened the Chrome window.
Oh,
It was just there for a second. I'll kind of zoom in a little bit. It got dinked.
so you can hear one group.
There's Jebediah's and the Smiths.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
You can hear one group
And then the S's.
call out an insult at the other group. And then you hear another one return another insult at them. And it starts just insults back and forth. Maybe a bit of food flung. Maybe someone stands up aggressively. But listening in aggressively.
That's when your chair slides back a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it falls over.
Yeah.
The group on the north of the map, you can hear, "Your mama is so ugly. When she tried to join an ugly contest, they said, 'Sorry, we're not accepting professionals.'" And angry.
Lame.
and the
That was the best joke I ever heard.
and the other group, yeah, they look at you and they're like, "Yeah!" And they point to the first group. "Your dad's so stupid. When your mom said it was chilly outside, he ran outside with a spoon."
I wish that was reality.
That would be the worst.
That was the most.
Yeah, I feel bad for that
disappointed
guy's
he's ever been in his
dad.
life.
Yeah. And it's at about this time that a mug of beer gets flung from one table to the other.
Whoa.
What are you guys doing?
Somebody's wasting beer.
Too old.
That.
Too old puts out cloudy with a chance of chili.
Yes.
I'm a little upset about wasting beer, but
Well, what are you going to do about it? Don't tell me about it.
Well, those gentlemen certainly are rowdy.
You're the first group call. "Your mama is so fat. When I told her to touch her toes, she said, 'What are those?'"
What are
And,
those?
I knew it was coming.
And then the other table's like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!" And like one of them like slings a plate at the other table.
Are there any guards in here?
No, it's
I'm gonna leave to get some guards.
Now they're wasting
Let the fucking town guard
I'm
handle
gonna
this.
stand up with you, and I'm
Just
like, I
ask.
think I'm just going to leave.
See if there's anything.
I'm just gonna leave and stand outside the tavern to wait.
I want to see this go down.
I do too.
So you guys are setting. What are you doing, Joe? I'm sorry. I don't know how to. Jabronkle. What are you doing, Jabronkle?
Looking up how sleep works.
Christ.
What's your character doing though?
Oh, it only goes to one person. God damn it. He's thinking about how sleep works.
Okay. So as
He's just going through his spellbook. Wait a second.
as the dragonborn and the tieflings stand to leave the tavern, and you're walking out, you hear the other table call out, "Your dad is so ugly. When he took a bath, the water jumped out." And it's at about this time. Jake,
Yeah.
Chris, what is your guys' reflex?
My reflex is 12.
Minus 15.
Okay. Amusingly, you duck as a chair goes sailing through the air. But you don't see it. All you notice is your dragonborn friend ducks quickly as a chair sails and crashes into you.
Sorry. What?
As one of the groups threw a chair at
His
the other one.
reflex was lower than mine.
I know, but against his attack, I rolled lower too.
You roll 2 attacks and it's.
I have to roll an attack for each of you.
Oh.
4th edition.
Yeah.
Welcome to 4th
Oh god.
Get hit by a chair.
Dealing 7 bludgeoning damage to you.
The fuck was that chair made out of?
A heavy lumber
Kryptonite.
timber as it crashes into you and knocks you to the floor.
Made out of incense.
All right, does anybody want to throw this back?
All right.
As the party that threw the table, whoa, like cheers at they didn't really pay attention to who they hit. They're just glad they hit someone.
Which party?
The party on the
Was it the
north.
Jebediahs or the
top?
Smiths? The Jebediahs.
Oh, you okay?
I've named them.
Okay, they
Okay,
have names.
I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna be like, "That was a mistake."
I was,
And I grab like the top of a different chair, and I just like flick it up.
Hang on, time out. I don't want to take away your thunder, but as you're doing this cool movement, you say, "That was a mistake," and you yell at them as you're walking over and grabbing this chair. And they call out, "Your mama made a mistake when she let you."
I'm going to stop you right there. All your jokes are terrible. Just take this. I hit him with the chair. And I don't know how strength affects like.
I would imagine it'd be just like a.
Are you swinging it against them?
Improvise.
Or
Roll a d20, add your strength modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's improvised so you don't get your proficiency
Proficiency,
or whatever.
It's 13.
That he fails. Roll me a d6 and add your strength modifier.
That's 7.
As
The
you
same amount of damage he did to me.
sling this chair at him, and it catches him right in the face.
Oh, I just wanted to walk over and hit him with it.
Oh, okay. You grab the chair and you walk up and you just, boom, and you just club him in the head.
Yeah.
And he just drops
I
on the
assume-
fucking
I assume
floor,
I went ahead and moved him real quick.
unconscious.
You moved to the Jebediahs and beat one down with a chair.
Yeah, and I look after he falls on the floor unconscious. I'm like, now all of you stop it.
No. He drops to the floor and you're like, stop it. And the DM says, initiative.
Well, we've picked sides.
Well,
official.
have we though?
We're against the. Oh, jeez.
Everybody add +2 to your. Or no, wait. You're no longer within 10 feet of me.
I still am.
I
Everybody
don't-
within 10 feet of me gets +2 to their initiative.
No one.
Damn.
If you would.
Because you had stepped out, and
Yeah, I was trying
the
to.
three of us were still at the
Oh,
table.
you finished stepping out?
Or he was stepping towards the door. Three of us are still at the table, and you went towards that other table.
Mhm.
So nobody is within 10 feet. What the hell do I add to that?
Your initiative score. It's your dexterity
I
modifier.
see it
on
now, I'm sorry.
anybody's side.
I don't know how.
If they're gonna continue to fight, I'm just gonna kill all of them.
I don't know how to read this dang character sheet. So
All right. Jake's character. What's your character's name again?
Trinicus. And I got an 11.
Damn.
Yeah,
Dan?
that's not impressive.
What's your character's names?
I am Kassam, Khasam, and if everything I'm seeing is right,
God, fuck that name, man.
what?
Out of everyone with their fucked up names on that table, that's the one that's going to give me so much trouble because it's so close to Casmos.
Which wasn't intentional, actually.
That's funny. Jake, I forgot your initiative. What was it?
Everything
11.
about my character was randomized.
That's the way to do it. All right. Chasm.
Even
6.
the addition.
Tyler, what's your character's name?
Cordell.
And his
Like Adele, but with a phone cord.
No,
What was your
it's-
initiative?
It's like the
I don't
Chuck
know what
Norris's
this is.
character in Walker Texas Ranger.
I have
Cordell.
no dexterity,
Because
His
he's
name
a
is-
ranger.
His name is
which is why I
Walker, Texas
took
Ranger.
initiative.
His name is
Otherwise,
Cordell.
it just would have been too.
He's
Yeah,
a
I took
ranger.
that too. Cause
What's your initiative?
Shit.
18.
All right, Chris, what's your character's name?
Eodos.
Fuck you. What? Eodos?
Eodos Brises.
Dopes. What's your initiative?
Aren't you glad it's a one-off?
I'm trying to get it to roll not
His
stupid
fucking names.
because it was cocked.
That leather feels like it catches instead of lets it bounce or roll.
Well, usually
If it hits
It's
the
got a
side,
little more
yeah.
texture.
Don't do it.
14.
we got leather and cocked in the same
God.
paragraph.
Man,
You said
It's cocked
14.
on the leather.
Well, if he's wearing tight pants.
14, yes.
All right, Joe with Bart. No,
Bartolo.
Jabronkel.
Jabronkel.
Jabrunkle.
Jabronkel Bishop.
Well, I'd
All right.
also like to point out that my character,
6.
Your character's
Wow.
what?
my character is 5'7", 222 pounds. But like I said, everything is randomized. So
Yeah.
I rolled for what percentage of that was muscle, and it was 91.
Good lord.
Holy shit.
So I'm like a 5'7" Hulk.
It's fucking beefcake, man.
Oh my god.
your chair attack checks out.
Yeah.
You actually can't put your arms down.
I'm just like,
My extra size is trying to touch my waist.
I'm like, that was a mistake. Like, just-
Are you
It's a
sure you-
tiny, tiny man.
All right,
that was
Okay.
a one-handed smack with the chair.
Adele's phone cord. It's your turn.
Thank you.
Adele's phone.
Oh god. So the dude directly in front of IOK birth control. Here.
Wow. Somehow
know.
got worse.
Is Eodos Brises?
That's what I just said. Iodine birth control.
What's your movement guy?
6 squares. So move me 6 squares.
What's our square distance?
5 feet.
So 30 feet. Move me 30 feet towards the top table. But like can't
It
more
actually
towards.
also says how many squares you're moving.
I kind of want to move more north than just straight west.
Like that?
Yeah, that looks good. Am I closer to people at the north table or at the south table?
You're closer to the people at the north table?
Actually, honestly, it doesn't really matter.
65 feet versus over 70.
Okay. I'm not going to use my thing then. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Too much leather.
True, too much leather.
Too much water.
I'm going to use a basic bow attack? Is that basic ranged attack?
That sounds like a fucking mistake, but I'll let you do it.
Well, if
What's your HP?
lots 26.
That's great vote of confidence.
That is a great vote of confidence. Thanks, Chuck.
Yeah, make sure you guys are aware of what you want to do when your turn comes around and have it ready to go to help combat move along quickly.
I'm gonna just use a basic attack.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, where that?
It'll just be roll it, add your dexterity modifier,
Plus-
add +2.
Plus
Is only the north hostile to us?
They're the ones that have struck Eodos, and then Eodos is struck back.
3.
So,
But I
so
told
far,
all
we
of
go
them
on
to
center.
stop, so if the south doesn't stop, I'm gonna attack them too.
Does a 9 hit?
No.
It doesn't matter which one.
Is there a
You-
concept of non-lethal in this as well?
Not with arrows.
It
Or a
doesn't matter.
chair.
I didn't hit anyway.
An arrow flies by the group of ruffians and lands into a wooden post behind them. And they look at it, and they look back at you. Dead man!
God, I hope so.
Eodos, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna straight up like fucking death strike at
Okay.
the next nearest guy.
Now, Tyler, the reason why I said it was a mistake is you have at-will abilities.
Yeah, I know.
That they're free, and they will do your basic attack plus.
Well, yeah, I know. But
If you use the character builder that.
I've got the action cards right here. I just didn't.
Okay, yeah, those action cards are fucking awesome.
They are.
Oh,
What'd you do?
I rolled a 19
All right,
plus 7.
that's a fucking hit.
So
What are you hitting these guys with?
I'm straight up fucking stabbing this dude with my dagger.
Aha.
Shit, we're top of the fucking morning, man. All right,
a question.
yes.
What does area burst mean? Is that radius? I have a spell that says area burst within 20 squares. So I guess the range is 20 squares, but is area burst like a
Yeah.
2 square?
Yeah, what is the area burst number?
2.
2, so that would be a 4 square area, so 2 by 2. So it's a 10-foot. It'd be a 5-foot radius.
Okay.
That is explained in the player's handbook if you want to
Okay.
look in the combat section.
Oh snap! Max damage 7.
You. Well, let's see. First, you dropped one. Oh, you guys can control?
Yeah, I moved myself.
Oh, I can't do anything with that. I can only do stuff with it. So weird.
I moved myself 4 squares.
Okay. You dropped him by clubbing him with a fucking chair. You move up to this other guy and you grab your dagger and you just fucking gut him with it.
Just fucking stab him in the neck.
His fucking blood spurts out of the opening in his neck and sprays across the table and the other one's next to him. Anything else?
I shout out, I said stop!
Strong words.
And can I... Well, I guess it would be an extra action to do an intimidation. Right?
But you do have an action point.
Yeah.
You could use
Yeah.
your action point to take that as...
It's a once a day action surge, basically.
Yeah. I think I'll go ahead and do that. I'll
Action surge.
use an action point to use that to intimidate. I just stab this guy in the stomach and say, I said stop.
Hang on a second. In here, there's not an actual rule for specifically using a skill.
What do you mean?
Intimidate or something of that nature.
Yeah, I'm going to let it happen because I think it should work like that. It'll be a standard action. But on the thing, I don't see a specific rule that
As
says.
far as what action point does, or
Well, no, action point's fine. It's
Okay.
clear. You just take another standard action. There's no thing that says standard action, make ability check.
Oh,
there's like 3 pages of what you can do with a standard action. So.
Yeah, well, I've got a table right
Oh,
here.
Okay.
Anyway, so Chris, Eidos, what are you saying? And roll that check.
Well, I just stabbed him in the stomach, so now he fell down and he's bleeding all over the place. And I'm going to hold up my dagger and say, I said stop! That's nice. 21.
You need to roll that
roll
three
three times.
times
Oh, 3 times. Okay.
For each person.
for each person. So you
Okay,
succeed
well-
the first one.
The second one was a 3.
You fail the second one.
The third one was a 4. Okay.
So one of them is terrified. And we'll see what that means
and
on
the
their
other
turn.
2 are stupid.
The other two do not give a fuck.
I
On
suppose
that,
that's to be expected. It's a drunken bar fight, so.
yeah. The
so you have to do it individually per, and then both parties get modifiers applied to their rolls too.
say those words again.
So you have to do it individually per person you're targeting.
Yep.
That's affected, and then both parties have modifiers applied to their rolls.
The aggressor has the numbers adjusted on the roll.
Oh,
So if he
Right.
was attacking someone who's resistant to fear, it means that he would have
A minus
a
2. or
minus
something.
2 on his roll.
ah,
So the person who's making the aggressive action rolls the dice and then has all the adjustments made on their roll.
okay,
So you never their stats aren't going to change.
okay. Oh, you're aiming for a number that each one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for each one of these bad guys, I have an AC, a fortitude, a reflex, and a will number.
Hmm.
So he's rolling to overcome those. And then depending on the situation, he'll get +2s or -2s.
Okay.
I would assume intimidate is trying to beat fortitude
No, that would have been willpower.
or will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other group, they run, they grab their mugs, they got whatever the fuck they want, and they start charging towards the other table.
I mean, the intimidate was kind of meant for the entire room. I don't know if I can.
They would have been way outside of range for that. Mainly, I'll double check the rules on it, but I don't think they allow that because I think you have to have specific standard actions that allow you to inflict condition changes.
Okay.
So if you wanted to intimidate someone, you would have to have an ability, a power that lets you do that. So we're going to go with it this time because I think that's a shortcoming in 4th edition. But,
Okay.
so, the other group runs up 6 squares and they all grab like maybe a chair, maybe a mug, a plate, something. And they fucking launch it at the 3 others that are against the wall over by you.
They obviously did not learn from the first guy throwing a chair.
They didn't.
There was blood on my hand. They threw a chair.
Yeah.
This is my bar. I just hate when people throw chairs.
As a fucking hail
At me. Yeah.
of furniture and cutlery and fucking flatware and plates and shit comes sailing over your head, crashing into the dude you're engaged with over there, Eidos, dropping them all.
They got trebucheted into oblivion.
Yeah.
Well, now we just have to fight the Smiths. Probably they're much better chair throwers.
And as the other three drop next to you, Eodos, they all start cheering the ones who threw. And we're going to move out of initiative. They run up to you, Trinicus, and they run up to you, Eodos, and they're like patting you on the shoulder like, beer for this one! Thanks for taking out them no good brown elves. Nothing but pains in my asses.
Asses.
Our asses.
Pains in my asses.
Sometimes, as a DM, switching between third and first person can come with fun.
Counting too
Got a
many
lot of
asses.
asses and a lot of pain.
Yeah. Their paws a no good, dirty, cheating scoundrel. And they got what they deserved.
I'm like, I'm sorry, are we friends now?
Yeah, we're friends. Let's get this man a beer.
No. I just go back and sit at our table.
And it's at about this time that the doors to the tavern open up.
Cherry at the back of your head.
And you see this dude step through. Let me do a quick whoop. Gotta do that. Bam. That guy.
Oh my
he's
God.
massive.
Whoa.
Fire tuck.
Oh my.
That is an
What size category
unfortunate
is that?
haircut.
Oh my gosh, he's not shrinking.
Frank, please go away.
He's massive.
Yeah, Too Old to Twitch gets it. He was in the Zweihander game I played in last night. And one of the players just fucking couldn't stand him. Oh man, that's fucking great. So
I went back and sat down.
it's about this time the doors to the tavern fly open, and this
Back there too.
middle-aged, heavy-set man steps through. And he sees what's going on. He sees the blood on the floor. And he leans back out and calls in, "Guards!" As he comes stumbling over to you guys. He's like, "What the hell's going on here?"
They threw a chair and it hit me in the face, so I killed two of them.
The group of people that you said weren't your friends come up to back you up like, "Yeah! Them no good brown elves attacked our new friend here. They tried to kill him. He was just defending himself."
Okay, first of all, we're not friends. You
And
could just as easily hit me with the chair and I would have killed you.
You're not good at it.
that's
You're not good at social skills, are you?
why'd you come to our defense?
I didn't. I told you all to stop.
Well, yours no good and tricksy just like them no good brown elves.
Sit down and shut your mouths. You instigated this entire conflict for no good reason, and people are dead because of it.
It's at about this time that the guards come running in, and the heavy-set guy slaps his hand on a nearby table, and the others that are standing like, "You there," and he points for them to go sit down, and he looks at you guys. "Don't tell me. Too Old to Twitch missed your introduction." Too Old to Twitch.
Damn right I am.
He's a Dragonborn, and when we went through and did the introductions for who would play your character, who'd you pick?
Sean Connery from the acclaimed film Dragonheart.
There you go. You got the fucking joke, and he got the joke. It's
all
a great
checks
movie.
out.
You should watch it.
Well,
You should watch it.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. You
of all
should
the
watch
films
it.
I've seen, it is one of them.
Christ. So he looks at you. You're not the adventurers that I summoned.
You're not Frank, are you?
I'm Frank.
Then we are the adventurers.
You look like a Frank.
Christ. All right. You all, and he points, go sit down back there. Let me get this sorted and I'll come talk with you.
I'm already sitting at our table.
Oh, did you go back there already?
Yeah, me and Tyler both did.
Okay. Well, while he was
As
talking
I go back
you,
to our table, I'll pass by the humans' tables, pick up a drink, and that's mine now.
okay.
Well, what a coincidence. What you want me to do is what I'm already doing.
Right. So
Lucky for you.
you all go sit down. Frank talks with the guards. He talks with the other group. They drag out only one of the Malloys, not the Malloys, the Brownells actually died. And it was the guy you fucking stabbed in the neck.
That's funny.
Nice job.
Very natural death.
And the rest of them get brought to, and they go stumbling off. They weep and mourn over their fallen comrade. They scowl at you from the back of the room, or at the back of the room,
Don't throw chairs at people.
and then they leave. And once they're gone, Frank signals the other two, like, get out of here. I better not get any more trouble from you tonight. And then Frank comes over and he sits down next to all of you. And he's like, Christ, I hate those two. But next time, some punks hustle you in a bar, try not to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be fair, they weren't trying to hustle me. They just hit me by accident.
Oh my god.
I have a timber problem. I know it's a problem. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, then let me get you the job so I can get you out of my town before you kill anyone else.
Fair.
The guards aren't going to give you any trouble for this.
Luckily.
Luckily, the Malloys corroborated your story that it was self-defense. But I'm glad I didn't have the guards talk to you. You would probably be in jail right now.
Maybe.
Did you see what 2 just posted?
Eidos attacks Frank. No.
Do you know, Frank, I don't like your attitude.
Stab.
Just die.
I don't like it when people throw things at me, even if it's shade.
Damn. There it is. Can't come back from that.
Just cancel the stream. It's over now.
We've derailed him.
There's a drink worth
We may
of
have
joke.
broken the truck.
Huh? No,
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
fine. I've got a lot of stuff going on back here. All right. Well, let's get down to business.
To defeat the Huns.
You stole the words out of my mouth.
I'm sorry, continue.
It's really breaking my immersion.
So he says, all right, the local Lord Wachowski, has been given permission to expand our croplands into the wilderness to the north of the town. The problem is, all of the locals think that area is bad luck, ill fortune, and until we get the source of that rooted out, they won't go in there so we can start work. So, I've contracted you to go alleviate the problem of their fears, the source of their fears. An old wizard's tower.
You want us to kill a tower?
I'll give anything a shot.
That might take a while.
I think I can handle it.
No.
I don't think that's exactly what he had in mind.
Oh, good.
They believe
As long as there aren't any ogres in the swamp.
they
as
believe
Tool says.
that there is something there, some old evil experiment, some summoned creature, some ogre of nightmare and fear.
With many layers.
So many layers. Oh god.
Ogres have layer actions.
Oh,
Fuck you, Joe.
Damn it.
So, I want you to go to the tower, see if there's anything in there. If there's something in there, destroy it. Come back. I'll pay you, and we can tell everyone the problem's resolved, and work can commence.
Good.
So that's still a no on destroying the tower?
I honestly don't give a shit.
Alright.
So if we do burn down the tower, we will technically be successful.
It is a stone tower.
Just need a hot enough
Very
flame.
successful.
Yeah.
You're a wizard. Can you burn stone?
After a lot of time, yeah.
Well, we may not have that much time.
How much time are we talking?
I'd die of an elf.
Oh,
Oh, that is quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we'll settle for killing whatever's in it. That shouldn't take too much time.
Them's the breaks.
Not as much.
Less time. Yeah. Just make whatever's inside dead, I guess. I'm a little disappointed.
I'm an elf and I would die.
It'd take a while.
Very well.
All right.
I say, all right then. And I slap the table. And I stand up and I start to walk toward the door.
Wait.
Oh,
You're going to need a map to the place.
I was about to ask that question.
And he goes,
Which way to the tower?
yeah. He goes rumbling through his robes and he pulls out a rolled up scroll and he's like, here's a map.
I'll take the map and
And you're not going to believe this. I actually have the key to the tower.
Well, that's convenient and strange.
Why do you have the key to the tower?
Because the wizard that used to reside there ages and ages and ages ago worked closely with the town. And so in the Lord's family, the key was passed down in case the Lord ever needed to contact the wizard. So, from the wizard's or the Lord's vault, he has given me the key to give to you so you can get access to the tower.
can I roll an insight check or is that another thing that needs...
I'll let you roll it, yeah.
Okay.
I don't have...
You might have to be trained in insight. I don't remember.
I don't remember the exact ruling for 4th edition, but I would really prefer you guys be trained in a skill if you want to make a check.
Okay. Well, I'm not.
And it would be
And my wisdom is 8.
it would be an insight check.
I
So
rolled
yeah,
a 10 and got a 9.
just to help cut down on spam rolling, I'm gonna make it so you guys,
Everything, yeah.
if you have to be proficient to make a check on something.
all right. So okay.
If not, I'm going to use the passive you have for that.
Does a 25 intimidate and are you a wizard or not get me anything?
Fucking Christ. Oh, wait, I don't need to roll that. What the fuck? No, I'm not a wizard! I'm a bureaucrat! Just take the key!
All right, just being sure.
Fucking Christ.
Now we can rest easy. We don't have to kill you.
Yes, if he was the one who was the source of bad luck, we could have ended this overnight.
It's just a joke, my friend. Don't.
Just get out.
I think you mean he rested.
I've reserved your rooms at the Hobgoblin's boarding house. Don't come back until the tower's cleared up. If for Christ's... Meet me at the Lord's Manor.
After?
After.
Okay.
We still go to the inn.
Go to the inn. I got you rooms. I regret doing anything to help you fucking miscreants.
Well, that's rude.
Good job, Iodine.
It is very rude, but I suppose understandable.
After you have that situated, meet me at the Lord's Tower and I'll pay you. Just now get out of my fucking sight.
Very well. You're a
Wait, we're
reasonable
getting
man.
paid?
I mean, we wouldn't be doing it otherwise.
I just wanted to see all the happy little trees.
All right, great. I'm not paying you.
I'll take his money.
No.
Have a little tower in the distance. Maybe a wizard lives there.
Just a little bit of bone white. Bring out the edges on this tower.
Can we still get the same
Mix
pay?
some
We
of that
just
with your
won't
charcoal
give him a
black for a
share?
nice stone gray.
No. I'm paying you per person. That way, if one of you dies, I don't have to pay that share.
What if we come back with extra
Shrewd
people?
businessman.
5 is the max payment. 6/ hidden parentheses if Alex shows up.
Fair.
Okay. So I can't make friends with all the tree nymphs?
There won't be any.
You
Are
can.
you sure?
There won't be when we're done with it.
Oh my god.
Oh no. We're going to have lots of happy.
All right, Frank, well, we've taken up enough of your time. I thank you for your reasoning, and you have a splendid day. We'll see you later. And I go out the door.
Okay. You guys...
I'll
And then
clap
I
him on the
stop.
shoulder and say, "Sorry for the mess," and off I go.
Christ.
I stop at the doorway. I'm like, oh yes, the map.
I would...
He's
I
got
don't know where I was
Yeah.
going.
Oh,
We're going to the inn.
you're talking about the town map.
I think we're going to the inn.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything.
I'll pass the map to the wizard because he seems to be better at
Fucking Christ.
reading people languages.
I mean, he's a wizard.
I'll take said map.
Hooray!
The Hobgoblin's boarding house, 14.
Wizards read things for a hobby.
And who professional of intelligence.
Everything's on purpose.
Yeah.
You're going to the Hobgoblin's boarding house, which is number 14, which is right there.
And we are at the
The Laughing Magician, which is
clear across goddamn
right
town.
there. So just...
Well, there's plenty of time to get in trouble on our way to where we're stopping.
It's an uneventful trip.
Oh.
Darn.
No, says the GM.
No! Oh. You dicks!
You will not fuck this up anymore.
I forgot to set a timer, but we're coming to about an
Whoa.
hour.
That's only 48 feet. These are small houses.
It's not to scale. It's not to scale.
This is the town for ants.
We'll take our break here just shortly.
Okay.
You guys stroll in, and the keep behind the counter welcomes you like, greetings, welcome to the Hobgoblin's boarding house. How may we be of service to you this fine
We
evening?
have arrangements made for us already from Frank.
You're the adventuring party. Come to
Some might call
take
us
care of that wizard's tower.
Yeah.
Unnatural things there, I say.
What do you know about that wizard's tower?
I hear that there's strange lights and wailing cries in the night
Those aren't good.
and unnatural things. Eerily cold, uncomfortably humid.
Those sound similar to other wizards I've heard of. There might be a wizard in that tower.
Oh, it was a wizard's tower.
Mm-hmm.
This checks out so far.
I don't think there's a wizard's there now, but maybe that's what it is. Maybe a wizard snuck back in.
Could be.
That'd be a wizarding thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
If I were a wizard, that's what I'd do. Have a tower.
Anyway,
I feel
Especially a wizard's tower.
you're on the 3rd floor. Here's your key.
feels kind of cliched to have a nice rambling ranch. Just one floor, but a huge
Yeah.
building.
And
The
they
entire strip mall.
send you up like, breakfast will be served at this time. It's already been paid for in the morning. So,
That's all I needed.
and they shoo you off to your room.
I'd say probably should. They don't realize it, but they should.
Yeah, it's a good decision on their part. All right. Anything you all are doing before you pass out for the night? Any conversations you're having? Any upkeep on equipment or?
Boy, I sure hope we don't kill the town too hard.
Maybe go get some more torches just in case we do to burn any buildings down.
I am previously affiliated with all of you
I wasn't sure what
beforehand, but
Huh?
I
what
wasn't
were
sure
your
what
names
to put
again?
into games.
You have everyone starts with 100 gold
Okay.
and just buy whatever the fuck you want with that 100 gold.
Turns out,
Equipment's in the player's handbook.
Turns out it doesn't
Right
take
there.
you very far.
No.
It does not. It gets you the bare minimum.
Got me armor, a stick, and a kit, and that's basically it.
Did you get a weapon?
Yeah, a stick.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I got 10
A stick.
So,
I got armor, a
We're throwing a
dagger,
party
and a
after
hand
this.
crossbow.
Yeah.
I got a long sword, but for flavor, I have it broken into a short sword.
Oh, so did you pay for a short sword?
No, I paid for a long sword.
Okay.
it's like a jaggedy.
You paid full price for a broken
For half a fucking sword?
If you would have asked about that, if you would have asked about that, I would have
That
told
was
you to
not
pay
a
the
wise
short
decision.
sword price, but that's fine.
I gather you bought it as a longsword and through use broke it.
Do you have the
Something
tip in
like
a,
that.
tip in a bag somewhere you can just weld it back together?
Yeah, but just the tip.
It's actually sticking out the back of his head.
Oh man.
No, it's just sticking out the backpack. Just tearing a hole in
Just
it.
hanging out.
All right.
Could have sworn I had 18 gold in here. Well, shit.
Somebody picked up 18 gold earlier, and it certainly wasn't me.
You all
Expensive hole.
pass out for the night?
I
Hooray.
suppose so.
I pass out for 4 hours. Elf.
Wait, do you even have to pass out, or is it?
Is it
I
the
don't even-
aware
I-
trance?
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
Woo.
Somebody's trying to sneak our shit.
That's metagaming, Dan.
It's meta damning game.
Shit.
Don't meta
What
damn
is it?
game.
I just wanted to drop in that the Metal Gear reference here.
Like it's hot?
perception.
Don't copy that, Floppy.
4.
In the morning,
We wake up and all our stuff is gone.
you wake up.
All
And-
of our life is gone.
Jabronkel, when you finally come to from your trance, you see in the window seal next to the window in your room, the window is open, and there's a dagger sticking out along the baseboard of it with a piece of parchment under it.
Free equipment.
Sweet.
Take that dagger and
Throw the letter away.
You look at the parchment. It's crudely written, horribly spelled. How dare you cross the brown elves? You'll rue the day, and you're never, ever getting, excuse me,
Funny how they wrote that.
yeah, getting to that wizard's tower without your precious map.
Mother,
You show this note to us.
you shouldn't have given the map to the wizard.
Oh,
well, fuck.
that was my problem.
I read the note and I go, "Oh, it's the brown elves." I thought everyone was saying elves. I thought this was a race thing.
Oh.
Christoph, not everything is a racing, okay?
No, I'm relieved.
The last time Christoph Waltz got involved in a race thing, it went badly.
Oh man.
The Elf Hunter.
This is beautiful.
Oh,
Truly, utterly a fucking nightmare.
It's our job.
I'm gonna go back to Frank. Be like, hey man, any chance you got
As you get up and walk towards the door,
Okay,
you see there's a dagger sticking out of the door on your side
fucking scavenger hunt.
with a piece of parchment stuck to it.
What's
Well,
this one say?
I snatch it from out in front of him.
How dare you! Poorly written, poorly spelled, smudged.
Well, how
Dare you throw the Malloys under the bus in front of Frank for them no good Brownells?
Some real good medieval terminology right there.
Yeah.
The
You old,
Under the
how
wagon.
dare you throw us under the
What
wagon?
hell is a bus?
Let's see if you can get to that wizard's tower without your precious key.
Oh,
God
fuck.
damn it.
And
Wait a
that's
minute, who stole the key?
the Malloys stole the key.
One family stole the key, and the other family stole the map.
Oh,
All right, we should probably go talk to Frank and let him know that we might have to go kill both of these families.
I mean, I'm ready.
Well, before we do that, why don't we take our first break of the night?
in order for pizza.
Those of you dear friends who are watching, we will be back in about 5 minutes to see how this fucking hot mess express plays out.
Yeah. A lot of death.
Maybe.
Will
If
people
we're
die?
lucky.
Yeah.
Are they going to think that the tower's not cursed and that the people who went to clean the tower are cursed? Probably.
Probably. So we'll be back in a few minutes. You two people will be back in a few days. Thanks for watching. And once again, we will return briefly.